All right, I just knew this topic would get you worked up. So Daryl Morey's your friend. He's my friend. But, this blame the media on Harden stuff. And I'm like, Kawhi doesn't talk to the media, and we love him. And KD is prickly with the media, and we love him. And Westbrook yells at us, and we like him. Harden has just simply disappointed us in too many big postseason spots, and Michael Jordan ruined it for everybody. If you're not good in the postseason, we don't care about you. You're just not good. And I think Harden's style is problematic. By game 90, he's worn down. Am I unfair?
Well, I think he has shown that he wears down a bit in the postseason. I think when you say, hearing Colin Cowherd say, the media loves Russell Westbrook, well, someone should tell Colin Cowherd that. That'll be great news for Russell Westbrook to hear. I don't know that I think the media loves Kevin Durant either. Now, he did a lot of that to himself. Here's the deal on Harden. Here's where I think you're wrong. 2015, he had two awful playoff moments. You mentioned them. Game 6, a win against the Clippers where he's on the bench for the comeback. And then the next round, Game 5 against the Warriors. The Rockets were overmatched, but he was awful. He had 12 turnovers in that game. It was a disaster. Since then, so we're not talking about 4 seasons, he's had one awful playoff moment. Game 6 against the Spurs, and I'm telling you, Colin, go back and watch Game 5 of that series. He got concussed. You think I'm joking when I say that. He clearly got concussed at the very end of Game 5, tried to play through it in Game 6, and was not himself. That's his only, in the last 4.5 years, awful playoff moment. They're up 3-2 on the Warriors. His second-best player gets hurt. He scored, I think, 33 in the Game 7 of that series. Last year, he gets crushed because they lost to a Warriors team that didn't have Kevin Durant for the last 5 quarters of that series. Kawhi Leonard gets anointed by everyone as the next best player in the league for what he did against a beat-up Warriors. Both the Kawhi and Harden played 6 games against the Warriors last year in the playoffs. Harden averaged more points, more assists, on a better field goal percentage against the nearly fully healthy team. Kawhi was playing Jordan Bell and friends and gets finals MVP, and he's told he's the king of LA. He was worse than Harden was against the same team, except the competition he had was inferior. So I just think we're a little too results-oriented. At the end of the day, James Harden, 5 years in Houston, 4 of the last 5 years, he's lost to the Warriors. Everyone lost to the Warriors, and he was the best player on the only team to take the healthy Warriors even 6. He took them 7. If they win the title this year, Colin, he's one of the 20 greatest players of all time. How about that? Like, if he gets a ring, then you can't deny the 34 points a game, 36 points a game, the 4 separate times he's been first or second in MVP voting. But they got to win a title for, folks like you, the count the rings generation, to give him credit. I get it. Jordan spoiled you.
Yeah, winning sort of matters to me. Crazy me. All right, 2 quarterback questions. One, you don't like Carson Wentz as much as I do. The guy has played with injured O-lines, no receivers, deck chairs, lawn furniture, and just keeps getting to the playoffs. So let's start with this. Why are you not a Wentz fan?
It's not that I'm not a Wentz fan. I'm a Wentz realist. Listen, I said today on television, there are 6 quarterbacks who are objectively, without question, better than him. I think you might only disagree with one. Mahomes, Russell, Lamar, Deshaun, Breeze, Rodgers. Those 6 are better. Now, you might say Rodgers isn't, but you probably would have Brady better than all of them because he's your best friend.
I think Carson Wentz is better than Drew Brees. Absolutely.
Right today. Now?
Absolutely.
So you think he's a top 5 quarterback in the league. I think he is in the tier of quarterbacks along with Kirk Cousins, Matt Ryan, Dak Prescott.
Oh, boy.
That 7 to 12 range.
Oh, boy.
I think he might be at the top of that range, but there's no insult there. There's no shade there. And by the way, he has had great offensive lines, great defensive lines, not great receivers, I will give you that, throughout his time there. I like Wentz. I think Wentz is probably the best quarterback in his division. I know Dak fans get mad at that.
Probably.
But this idea that he is a no-question blue chipper, I need to see a touch more. I think that's fair.
By the way, last 3 years, I don't count rookie years, last 3 years, with Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron's got a better star receiver in Avante Adams and a better star back in Aaron Jones. They both have offensive coaches, and both have had good enough offensive lines. Wentz with Aaron Rodgers, more wins, more completion percentage, more touchdowns, better passer rating. Doesn't have a star receiver, doesn't have a star back. Both have offensive coaches. I think he's better than Aaron Rodgers today. I think he's better than Drew Brees today. And I think he's better than Deshaun Watson as a thrower of the football today. But let me segue to the other quarterback. Take 3 minutes. Every year in this league, you called it last year with Buffalo, there's a pop team. I think Denver's my pop team. Drew Lock will pop second year. Lamar, Mahomes, and Wentz, very average rookie stats, popped in year 2 to take over the league. You think I'm nuts on Drew Lock in Denver, potentially winning the division. Why?
Yeah. Listen, you're right. Guys do pop in year 2. I see that. And if you were saying Kyler was going to do it with the addition of DeAndre Hopkins, fine. But like Drew Lock, the idea that he and the Broncos are going to be, contenders in the division is so utterly laughable to me. The folks in Denver are mad at me on all fronts. They're mad at me because I don't like their basketball team, because I'm a crazy person who thinks your star basketball player should be in shape and not have the GM shock that he worked out over quarantine. And I think their football team's going to stink this year. I have them winning 3 games. If you want to look for a pop team, what about the Miami Dolphins with Tua? What about the Chicago Bears when you get the albatross of Mitch Trubisky removed from the necks of the offense? I think that you're right. There will be a surprise team. I just don't see it with Denver. And the idea that they went in the draft and said, we're going to try to outscore Kansas City. Okay, good luck with that. I watched Drew Lock when he was at the University of Missouri. There's a reason he was a mid-second round pick. Okay, good luck with it. And this is going to be an all-time where Colin was wrong when the Broncos are limping at 4-10 if you're lucky, and I get to replay for you saying they could be a dark horse in the division.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd, or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.